I serve in student ministry as a small group leader. I've been with the same group of about 9 students since they were in 6th grade, and they're now juniors, soon to be seniors in a couple of weeks.
I work in mission outposts, mainly in what we call the warehouse side of the business. And what that means is where all of our food deliveries, whether it be our second harvest trucks, we have local pickup people that go to what we call food rescue. So we bring everything in, and what we do then is we start a process of triage, I like to call it, where we go through everything we receive. All of that then gets resorted into bins that we then can put out in our grocery store when we run what we call a client distribution. Everybody thinks I have a really cool job because I spend a lot of time in the walk-in freezer.
When I was in 6th and 7th grade, I had a student ministry leader here at Prince of Peace that I really loved. She was a great leader. To have someone who's not asking you to change in any way and who's willing to listen to you, an adult nonetheless, was really important. Based off of my experience with student ministry, I wanted to be a part of a community that was, encouraging students to, come to church and know that they would be loved and accepted for who they are. They have their own text threads now that they leave me out of, and they're doing things with each other. That's just been so cool to see them build friendships on their own, and I think that helps to make a big church feel smaller, because you can go to a student event where there's a bunch of kids, but you find people in the crowd that you're like, oh, that's one of my people.
I think my greatest joy, to be quite honest, is the fellowship and working with a lot of other people. They all appreciate and love what we call serving with your hearts and hands. And they know that the end game is not about us, it's for the clients that are going to receive all the hard work we put in for them.
I think serving at STU-Min is an expression of discipleship, especially with being in partnership with other leaders, because we are all working towards encouraging our students to be disciples themselves, which is really important, I think, for the health of our church, because they're our future leaders and our future disciples here.
It was an early June, it was summer day, and I was in the back opening up like I was used to doing, and I noticed a car pull in the parking lot, but way back away. I couldn't figure out, it's like 7:30 in the morning, we don't open up until 11, what are you doing here? So I went inside and I started doing some stuff in the freezer, etc. And all of a sudden something told me, go outside and see what she needs. And here is a young mother with a young infant in the car, pretty obvious, they've been living in that car, and she was just looking for someone that could give food to her and her baby. And I was about ready to just work inside and say, that's it, but something told me, go out, see if you can help. Divine intervention.
Just staying in connection is such a big part of discipleship. During college, I didn't necessarily have that. It wasn't part of a church, and I missed that. Hopefully, I can continue with STU-Min. I would love to do that, but also there's so many other opportunities here at church to connect.
Volunteering, in my opinion, it'll humble you. It will sometimes teach you more compassion than you thought you could offer. And then last but not least is that it'll make you very grateful for everything you already have in life.